Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, in this analysis, I want to take you to Justin Muturi.
I think William Ruto is actually unfit for the position of President of the Republic of Kenya.
You know, I knew that Justin Muturi, the moment he had completed the handover session, Justin Muturi was going to go toe-to-toe with William Ruto. Now, guess what? Justin Muturi has just released some very, very shocking news regarding the stature of William Ruto, and he has gone to an extent of saying that Ruto is unfit to hold office.
Ruto is one person with two personalities. The William Ruto that presents himself to the public is a completely different character from the one that sits behind in the office and crafts stuff. I think that kind of person is quite a dangerous character. I think William Ruto is actually unfit for the position of President of the Republic of Kenya.
Now, from the incompetence of Justin Muturi to the unfit status of William Ruto, I'm telling you, things are beginning to be hotter. This analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to explore a very explosive interview. An interview where Justin Muturi is telling us about Adani deal. Justin Muturi is also telling us about some grants which are supposed to go through the treasury. But according to him, he says he was being forced to sign the document so that he ende kinyume na sheria. See, these are not my words, but these are some of the things that you're going to discover in Justin Muturi's statement, because he talks about a grant of $1 billion to grow 2 billion trees. You remember that pledge by William Ruto that that the country was going to grow 2 billion trees. Now, guess what? There was a Dubai, there was a farm that had actually wanted to give Kenya a grant. So according to Justin Muturi, this money was supposed to go through the treasury, but he was being coerced to sign so that ipite kinyume na sheria. So first of all, kindly like this video, it's so important. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you had not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, thank you so much for always supporting our channel. Now, the country has been witnessing a lot of corruption allegations from Adani deal, you know, to so many other mosquitoes, nets, and the like. But Justin Muturi has chosen to now lift the lid. And this is very, very shocking, ladies and gentlemen. So before wasting much of your time, let's dive into this video.
When I watch William Ruto sometimes talking to members of cabinet and to see him say, I do not want to see corruption in my government, then I start wondering, who is this talking to discuss a lot?
Is he corrupt?
Who?
William Ruto.
I think, I don't know.
But if you see him talking about corruption, you're like, who is this talking about corruption? Is it because he's corrupt?
You know, I have so many examples. Is that
not an example, but is he corrupt? Examples aside.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very. Yes, irredeemably.
Okay.
Corrupt.
One example you can walk us through. I know you've told us that there's many. Just a.
I don't want to give you the obvious ones about the Adanis, because I have some background about it. He's the one who's clearly behind it. And I know this because when his advisor, Adan Mohammed, invited me to attend the COP28 in Dubai in 2023, he gave me a lot of information which ended up with the Adani deal about the airport specifically. Even during that same time, some Russian oligarchs who had offered to invest $1 billion here in Kenya. And again, it came from Adani Mohammed. In fact, I've even staff telling me that an NGO, I go and check, and there's no, I said the NGO council says we don't have any such
no
company.
Such thing registered.
Then on the day we were coming from India, after that COP28, we flew to India for state visit, blah, blah. I am landing on my way back because Guru, this guy of Defki, I see RUTO around him. It's one of the Guptas. When Guru told me during breakfast on the day we were leaving Delhi that that plane of the president is not good. I've chatted another one for him. As we are going direct, get an executive jet. I've gotten him. So I land in Dubai. RUTO is calling me. Those people, those Russians want to. They are there. They are in Dubai. They are waiting. You sign things. I said, I'm just at the airport and I'm on transit. I am not leaving the airport.
Right.
He said, no, but they are there. Your people, your staff have already worked on the document. I said, no, I will need to go and review it in office.
This document being the deal.
The deal. They were purporting to give a grant of $1 billion to grow allegedly 3 billion trees towards the 15 billion. William Ruto, whenever he comes up with a program, it's for money making. For him, it's for money making. Now, I come and tell them, they bring me an MOU. I tell them, and I remember I spoke about the MOUs.
Yes.
I told them, it came from the Minister of Environment, which they pushed through. I tell them this thing, the $1 billion can only be by way of a grant, but it cannot come directly to the ministry because under the PFM Act, Section 47, it can only go through the National Treasury. They are trying to avoid that money going to National Treasury, and is money coming from abroad.
Right.
I mean,
you're being asked to sign in an airport.
I'm being told to sign at Dubai airport, and it's William Ruto calling me directly. I'm telling you. But anyway, maybe I could. Let me say this.
No, finish.
Let me say this. I think it's a very unfortunate situation for the country that we have William Ruto sitting in the office as president of Kenya. And we have too many examples to give. And
you knew this before you were. Did you know this before you were fired? Wouldn't this information have been helpful to the people of Kenya if we knew it before?
Like I said, I am a gentleman. And I was going to, in fact, somebody talked about a book. It's a book, the book is already in the works. I started immediately. I left, actually just before I left Parliament as Speaker. That's when I began working on it. Then now that we went into campaigns, I stopped a bit. And then I said, why don't I just wait and finish my experience in the cabinet?
Before you do an expose.
Now, there are very important points to note from that conversation. First, Justin Muturi is telling us that President William Ruto is a man with two personalities. What you see in public and what is being exhibited in the office are totally different. That is one thing. The second thing that it's telling us is that President William Ruto is unfit to hold office. That is a remark from him. So there's also something that is very concerning here, because it talks about COP28, something that happened during COP28. That was in 2023. And this is something that took place in India. The big question here is, why didn't Justin Muturi reveal some of these things in 2023? Was it that he was party to it? Because he's telling us that these are the information that surfaced in 2023.
Unfortunate situation for the country that we have William Ruto sitting in the office as president of Kenya.
You knew this before you were. Did you know this before you were fired? Wouldn't this information have been helpful to the people of Kenya if we knew it before?
Like I said, I am a gentleman.
But the big question again here is, if he knew this information in 2023, why didn't he reveal it? That is why sometimes these politicians who are wanatushangaza. The big question again here is, if Ruto is unfit to hold office, why did he campaign for him? I mean, Uhuru kept telling us about these things, but Muturi and his colleagues kept on saying that those were white lies. But then now he's telling us that RUTO is unfit. So what Muturi is saying is simply confirming Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's statements. There's something here about signing a document from a Dubai that was supposed to be done from Dubai airport. And Muturi tells us that RUTO called him and was trying to convince him to sign the document. And according to him, he says that document was contrary to the constitutional requirement. So he wasn't going to sign it. But did he sign it? That's a big question again here. So these are very important things that Muturi must still tell Kenyans, because if that issue happened in 2023 and he was to sign it, did he sign it? You know, these are things that we as Kenyans must keep on digging. Did he or did he not sign? Because that is now where he's trying to run away from. And also, big question is, why did he tell us back then? So, in a very few words, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Muturi has lifted the lead. And because he was termed very corrupt, very incompetent, he has avenged that remark and said that RUTO is the most corrupt person and very, very unfit to hold office. So, based on your analysis, ladies and gentlemen, do you think Muturi is telling the truth? Just tell us below in the comment section. So perhaps if you're watching this video and have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.